What a tremendous example about grace. I mean, we see that Peter is out there fishing all day, all night, and then Jesus gets on the boat and says, "Let down your nets." And Peter says, "I've been fishing all day, all night. Like there's no fish." But there is something that Peter does that is really vital that I want us to pay a lot of a focus and attention on, is that he listens to Jesus and he says, "At thy word, I'll cast them down." And he puts down his nets, and then what happens? A huge blessing, a huge catch of fish. And I think for me, it's a good reminder that sometimes we can do good works. Sometimes we could be kind to others, try to be a blessing to others, try to do the right things at all times. And it doesn't necessarily mean that we are earning God's blessings or his grace or anything, because we this is not something that can be earned. Jesus died on the cross for us to be able to have everlasting life, to have eternity. But what God is saying is that when you listen to me and you're able to obey what it is that I'm saying, I can show you blessings. Now, does that blessing mean like monetary or something that we can count? Not all the time, no. But it means having a full and better, more fulfilling life. And that was symbolic in a lot of ways, to say that, Peter, I know you've been out there fishing all day and all night, you haven't caught anything, but lower down your nets because you're about to catch a lot of them. And sometimes it's important for us to hear that voice to us, that God is saying, hey, I know you've been working really hard at being a good person, at blessing others, being kind, watching what you say, making sure you don't lie, making sure you don't say the wrong things to the wrong people or to the right people. And I see that. But if we hear and we listen to what God wants us to do, he could show us so much more if we would only listen.